Welcome to Unorganized Chaos, where absolutely nothing makes sense, which makes everything make sense. This is a whosoever will zone. This is a safe zone, and this is a judgment-free zone. Everyone is welcome here, especially if you are gay, straight, crippled, or crazy. All are welcome. Please like, please share, please subscribe. Please turn on that notification bell. I love you. I appreciate you. I thank God for you. Thank you so much. Guess what, y'all? Will Smith came out with a new CD. They're not CDs no more. They're not cassette tapes no more. What are they? With some new music. Well, I don't know if it's new, but it's new to me. But the title was called "Based on a True Story," and I listened to that thing like 3 times in a row. I liked it so much that I wanted to speak to you all about it. But it's called "Based on a True Story" by Will Smith. Also, his book is good. I read that about a year or 2 ago. What's the name of that book? Will by Will Smith. Will Smith is a legend. He actually was in a movie called I Am Legend. It made $159 million. Will Smith says he does not want to be an iconic figure. He wants to be an ideal. And I think that's unique about him. He wants to be an ideal. I think he is an ideal. He wants to represent possibilities, which is also cool. One quote I think I remember him saying a while ago was 2 plus 2 is 4 because people have accepted it to be 4. But for him, 2 plus 2 is going to be whatever he wants it to be. He decides what he's going to be, who he's going to be, and how he's going to do it. And I think that great. And one of his favorite books is also one of my favorite books called The Alchemist. I think the author is, I can't pronounce his name, Kalo, something like that. The Alchemist. Very good book. I've read it several times. And you know what he said? Will Smith said, I am not afraid to die on the treadmill. Will Smith is like, I'm going to outwork everybody. Even if he's on a treadmill with someone else, he's going to stay there as long as he need to be, just to say he's there longer than you. It reminded me of something Kobe Bryant. I can't remember if it was Shaquille O'Neal or LeBron James. I remember someone at Kobe Bryant's memorial service. Someone saying they was in the basketball court practicing free throws, and Kobe Bryant was in there practicing free throws, and they was in there for a long time. I think he said he did like 2, 3, or 4 hours, and he got tired and left. And then Kobe Bryant was still in there, and so the next day he saw Kobe Bryant. He said, "Hey man, how long did you stay?" He said, "I don't know. I just knew I was gonna stay as longer than you were gonna stay." So Will Smith reminded me of Kobe Bryant. I was watching one of his interviews on that, and when he was saying he is not afraid to die on the treadmill, it reminded me of Kobe Bryant, how he's not afraid to die on the basketball court. And another thing Will Smith said that I like is, don't miss out on crucial opportunities. Don't miss out on crucial opportunities. The best way not to miss out on crucial opportunities is to be where you're supposed to be and be there on time. And if you're on time, you're late. If you're early, you're on time, okay? Don't miss out on crucial, but based on a true story. That's the name of the album by Will Smith, Based on a True Story. Now, when I read that title, it reminded me of, Noah in the Bible. I personally happen to believe that's based on a true story. But they did a movie called Noah. And the movie was not based on a true story. They had stuff in there in the movie that was not in the Bible. Now, I wasn't there when Noah built his ark, his spaceship, or whatever you want to call it, but I just found some things in the movie that I personally feel didn't add up. But go check it out for yourself. Check out I Am Legend, Will Smith is in it, and check out the movie Noah, and then also read the Bible about Noah, and pick up whatever you want to pick up out of it and see what you believe is true or not. There's three sides to the story: my side, your side, and the truth. One of the tracks based on a true story about Will Smith is called "You Looking for Me." He's been here. I've been here. Where you been? Why are you looking for me? I'm here. I'm here. Yeah, y'all looking for me? I'm right here. I've always been here. You know where to find me. You're looking for me. And then rave in the wasteland. Most of us live our lives in quiet desperation. We live our lives in quiet desperation, and then we die with a song still inside of us. Now, that is a quote by Henry Thoreau. I think I misspoke the quote, but it's some. The name of the song is "Rave in the Wasteland," but it reminded me of a quote by Henry Thoreau called, Most people live a life of quiet desperation and die with their song still in them." Don't be one of those people. Don't live in quiet desperation. There's no reason to. We're all the same. We're all human. No one is better than us. No one is worse than us. We're all the same. There's no reason to live in quiet desperation. Another song title on his track is called Bulletproof. And so when I was listening to that song, it was reminding me of the bulletproof vest I used to have to wear when I used to play cops and robbers. And you know what? Sometimes you have to put on something that is stronger than you in order to help save your life. A bulletproof vest was something I had to put on that was stronger than my physical flesh was in order to help save my life. In the same way, spiritual, we have to put on our spiritual armor, our shield of faith. We have to put that on so it can help save our life. Be bulletproof. Hard times. That's another track on the album, Hard Times. God knows that when we're going through hard times, but we don't have to give up. We don't have to stay in hard times. This too shall pass. It won't last. But guess what will last? Tough people will always last. Tough times will pass. They come and go. Your life is like a wave of ups and downs. The rhythm and flow. Your heartbeat waves ups and down. Rhythm and flow. Okay? See that you're going through something hard. I've been going through some difficult things, but I'm not allowing that to discourage me because I've had some awesome moments in my life, and I'm going to continue to have awesome moments. I'm not going to allow one hard time or 2 or 3 or 4 hard times to discourage me from having good times. Another track on his album based on a true story by Will Smith is called Beautiful Scars. Some scars are visible, some are invisible, some are physical, some are emotional, some are spiritual, some are financial, some are painful events that have happened in our lives. But guess what? Jesus had scars that he was unashamed of. He bore some scars on purpose to save us. Beautiful scars. Nails in his feet, nails in his hand, a crown of thorns on his head, whips, lashes on his back, flesh being peeled off of him. Sometimes people see us with a visible scar. If I saw a scratch, mark, or bruise, or injury on a person, then the person who was responsible for it had to go on vacation for a little while. But sometimes that visible scar will heal. But what about the invisible scars? I believe it takes longer sometimes for the invisible scars to heal than the visible ones, because no one is paying attention to the invisible scars. And when other people are not paying attention to something that you have no choice but to pay attention to because you're dealing with, those other people can cause you to ignore those invisible scars because they're not paying attention to it, which causes you not to pay attention to it. So sometimes it's best to stay and get away from people for a while so you can work on healing your invisible scars. Okay? But I'm grateful for Jesus dying on the cross and rising again, and bore those beautiful scars and still have those beautiful scars so I can have a beautiful life on heaven and a beautiful life on earth. So thank you, Jesus. Another track on his album based on a true story about Will Smith is called Tantrum. Tantrums. Children that kick and scream and have tantrums. Now, I have 3 kings. If you know them, ask them about this. Now, I didn't have to, and they didn't have tantrums. They really didn't. I think they might have had a tantrum 1 or 2 times. Because you know why? Every time they had one, whenever they did, I would ignore them. I never talked to my children like they was baby. I never did the baby talk with them. You can ask them. They would be so embarrassed sometimes because I would tell them about the birds and the bees, and I wasn't using birds. I was using real. I wanted them to know, hey, this is what you have. You have a P, and girls have a V, and connect the dots, and you end up making 3 dots. So, I didn't say it like that, but I talked to them straight talk. I never had baby talk to them. Whenever they had a tantrum, I would totally ignore it. I would walk away and pretend like I don't hear or see anything. And guess what? They didn't have tantrums. Ask anybody in my family about my kids when they was growing up that knew it. They'll tell you, no, we don't recall King 1, King 2, or King 3 having tantrums. Kids that have tantrums or kick and scream and holler and all of that stuff, most of the time, in my opinion, it's because we give into it or we're paying attention to it. Now, that's not the same in all cases. Some children may have special. There's nothing wrong with a tantrum. That's a child. I'm just telling you my experience, how I dealt with my kings and why they don't have tantrums or didn't have tantrums. Some adults have tantrums. Bless their heart. First love. I think it can be dangerous to leave your first love, and it can be beautiful to stay with your first love. I'm 45. I can't even remember who my first love was. Anyway. Oh, yes, I do. Okay, now but I think it's beautiful to be with your first love, and your first love end up being your last love. I think that's beautiful. But then again, to be honest, a part of me is thinking the people who are with their first love and who have never experienced anyone else's love, I often wonder, do they think that they probably are missing out, or they should have tried to date other people, or they are so in love that thought never crossed their mind? Either way, I think it's beautiful. First love, that's beautiful. Yes, I've been married twice. Right now, I do not have the desire to ever get married again. I don't know if I'll ever be in a relationship. Yes, I don't know. It comes and goes. Sometimes I feel like I want a partner. Sometimes, most of the times, what I really want is a travel partner. I want to travel. Okay, make it look easy. That's another track on his. Make it look easy. I'm telling y'all, this is a good. I liked it. I love it. Make it look easy. Making it starts with making the right decision. In order to make it look easy, you have to first make the right decision. You can make your life look easy by making the right decisions and choices you made. Deciding when to have a child, deciding what job to have, deciding to go to school or not to go to school, or to learn a trade or start your own business. Especially on social, you can go on social media and make a lot of stuff look easy. I'm not going to say this person. I personally know this person who has several occasions asked to borrow money from me. Don't any of y'all bother to ask to borrow money from me, because I don't lend people money. I used to. I no longer do. I either give it to you or it's a no, and I know it's a complete sentence in the O period. I don't explain my no's. But anyway, the reason why I brought this up, because this individual makes it look easy on social media. On social media, it looks like they're living a lavish lifestyle, going on vacations, dressing in nice clothes. Just nothing is wrong with that. But they're making it look easy. They're very good at it. God bless them. They're very good at it. I don't know why. On several different occasions, they have asked to did you know you can go to Cash Out and send someone a request for money? I didn't know that until I received it before. I ended up sending someone some money. Didn't even know it. It's like, I didn't even know you can do that. I didn't cross my mind. Maybe I should start doing it, but I don't want to do that because I do that, then people be doing it to me. But they make it look easy. Social media will make your life look easy. I try my best to be authentic. I don't know if I look rich, poor, crazy, or what do y'all. I'm just trying to be me. Another track on his album is called You Can Make It. You Can Make It. Now, it reminds me of it's a gospel song called You Can Make It. But making it starts with making the right decision also. Okay, you can make it look easy by making the right decision. You know what? Jesus made it look easy. Jesus fed 5,000 people with 2 fish and 5 loaves of bread. Jesus made it look easy by raising himself up from the dead. Jesus made it look easy by turning water into wine. That thought just he made it look easy. Yeah, ain't that beautiful? We should follow Jesus' example. But you can make it. And make it also starts with us making the right decision. Whatever I'm going through, whatever you're going through, we can make it. I'm a person of faith who really believe that God will not put no more on me than I am able to bear. That's how I know that I can make it. I will continue to make it. I will always make it. There are no other options but for me to make it. I am a winner. I was born in wonder. I was the first sperm to hit my mom's head. I was born in wonder. So I have no choice but to make it. So it's not you can make it, it's you will make it. You are making it. And the last song I'm going to talk about is Work of Art. Work of Art. I believe Will Smith's album, based on a true story, is a true work of art. It is unique. I am a work of art created by my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, created by God. I'm God's child. I am a work of art. I am unique. I was deliberately created. I am one of a kind. I have my own personality, my own physicality, my own emotions, my own precious skin color. I am a work of art made by God. Okay, so that's my own personal chaotic review of Based on a True Story by Will Smith. Thank you for watching Unorganized Chaos. Thank you for liking. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for watching. Thank you for turning on that notification bell. Thank you for sharing. I love you. I appreciate you. And I thank God for you.